Your enemy is trying to attach themselves to you by any means possible. Like literally by any means possible. They're trying everything they can to force their energy on your energy. It's not working, but that is what they are trying to do. So they're going to try to get in at this point, since you walked away from them, since you're not dealing with them. They and their crew, people who are attached to their energetic field, they relied on your energy so much that now that you've walked away from one and you've withdrawn your energy from things that are draining or oppressive or not fun, now you have an entire legion, so to speak, an entire group that has lost supply. As a result, these people are trying to do whatever they can do to infiltrate. So it's going to be through following you around potentially, emails, pay attention to your socials. Like, it's going to get weird. They are literally orchestrating events to get your attention. They are orchestrating events to get you interested in them. They are also trying to bring in a fake lover who is going to look like everything that you want, but he is being sent by them. It's orchestrated. It's set up. It's to see if you will fall for it. They want to see if you're going to be like, oh, yay, this guy, he's so perfect. He has this, he has that, but you're not going to fall for it because you see through it already. You see through all of the manipulation. You see through all of the lies. You're too intuitive. You're too focused, and it's just not going to work. So at this point, you may be noticing that when you look at these people who are harassing you or stalking you or trying to get back into your life, they look drained. They look like corpses or like zombies. Just, it's very weird at this point. They may be doing extra out stuff to try to get your attention. Like, if you're walking through a store, minding your own business, not bothering anybody, they may try to start dancing and, or just acting really extra, fighting all of a sudden with somebody who they weren't fighting with, just going over the top to get your energy and get your attention. It's ridiculous at this point. But good job on withdrawing your energy from ridiculous stuff and putting it towards positive stuff and staying focused. It's like there was an entire system that was set up to drain your energy by keeping you focused on lower vibrational negative things. To keep you within that resonance, but you're splitting off from that resonance altogether. So now what they have been trying to do is put an artificial force field on you, like sending concentrated energy, masses of energy, and trying to push that on you to push you into anxiety or fear or restlessness, even to try to get you bored so you might go out with one of them, one of the people who's being sent in to you. You also may be noticing that things appear very synthetic-y now. Like a lot of things appear very synthetic that didn't before. And you're like, whoa. You're also starting to see how orchestrated things are. And how it's almost like it's calculated in time to get your attention. Meaning, there might be a major event that happens, but it's almost like it's set up. The timing of when you find out about it, it's like right when it's a moment to distract you. It might be something that happened 6 hours earlier or 16 hours ago, and you're just now finding out about it, and it's like right when you're in the middle of focusing on something or doing something. You may also have a lot of people from your past reach out. Friends, family, people that you're estranged from to try to bring you into the fold and mix. Be very careful with that. This is a system that relied on your energy, that is trying to grab at your energy, that you have now decided to use to focus it on and with beneficial things. You've kept your soul, you've kept your awareness, you've worked on your relationship with God, You already had a good relationship with God, but it's like enhanced now. You know why it's enhanced? Because you need it, because of the times that we're in. The times that we're in are so over the top that it's like you have to have an elevated intuition to deal with all the trickery and manipulation and deception. It's like you have to have a heightened sense of awareness. So if you were already clairsentient and already aware of energy, it's probably doubled or tripled or quadrupled now. You might find also that you know things that there's no way you could have known in advance. You might see a name or hear about a person and know all kinds of stuff about them, and then you find out that everything was exactly correct. That's claircognizance. You might start seeing details, I think, clairvoyance. All of that is increasing, and the reason why is because you're going to need it, because the times that we're in a spiritual, I don't know if I want to call it a crisis, but you could definitely say it's like there's a split off. Separation between wheat from tares is how the Bible describes it. But it's like you have the ones who are kind of zombified, that are becoming more zombified, and the ones who are spiritual and natural and aware that are becoming more spiritual, natural, and aware. The problem is the ones who are sort of zombified and shut down in a lot of ways, that number is larger than the ones who are spiritual, conscious, and aware. So to a certain extent, it may be a lot lonelier than it's ever been before. You also might be feeling very nostalgic for past times. It's important to really keep those memories strong of past times and how things were lighter and how things were freer and how things were more airy and more whimsical. They really were. It's not just you. And you're like, but this was better. That was better. Yes, it was. Absolutely. And it's important to keep that in mind because you probably have noticed things have become a lot more flattened, a lot more manufactured. Everything is about just getting a reaction out of you. That's actually one of the most important parts too that I have to bring up on this tape. You're going to probably find a lot of people, and this is going to just continue to increase more than likely, are going to be doing everything and anything to provoke and get a reaction out of you. All of those people who are doing this are not necessarily that. There are systems at play that may be trying to gauge and see what your reactions are. So many people have so many things installed on their phone. Delete any apps that you don't use. Check your privacies and permissions, because there is a grab right now at trying to get your information on what gets a reaction out of you. That's really important information to keep on file for some of the stuff that's going to be coming out in the future. So the less you give reactions, when people are trying to provoke reactions, what they're going to do is start becoming sneakier. They're going to start being sneakier. They're going to they might go back off for like a couple of days, couple weeks, and they're going to come back with something else, something new. So you might notice you get flooded with all this like positive stuff from certain people, and then all of a sudden, when they don't get the reaction, they come back and they're like super negative, or like, it could be a variety of things. Just know that, yes, they are going to try to provoke a reaction. When they don't get it, they're going to leave. They're going to come back and try another way to get a reaction. These reactions right now are priceless. So you're doing a great job, and it may be a little bit lonelier right now, yes, because like I said, everybody is like, the number of people who are becoming more zombified is larger by far than the number of people who are becoming more spiritual, more connected. That's a very small number. So because it's a small number, it may be may feel a little lonely. But also, I'm going to say this again. Don't trust everyone. Like, be very careful with who you trust. Take your time to get to know people. If they don't like the fact that you're taking time to get to know people, something may be wrong. Take your time and get to know people. If somebody has an issue with the fact that you're taking time to get to know them, first of all, congratulations on if they have an opportunity to get to know you, if you have the time to get to know them, that's awesome for both of y'all. But if they have an issue with you being like, you setting precedent and be like, yeah, you know, like, let's not move too fast. Like, if they're like, yeah, come over, spend the night, do this, do that, let's go on a trip together, let's go out for a girls' night out in Taiwan or whatever. Like, if you're like, okay, I'm going to take my time, whether that be months, years, whatever, if they have an issue with that, it's like, that's not good. Like, just like, you know, take your time and get to know people. And if you want to rush stuff, if you feel comfortable with them to do that, you can do that. But just obviously know that we're in a different time where, you know, the gloves are off. So, you know, be careful. And I hope you have an awesome, great, amazing, fun rest of the day. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.